Now let's shift our attention to the Lagos Blue Line Rail. The good news is that the Lagos State government has taken delivery of 2 new train sets for the Blue Line Rail just before the commissioning in 2 weeks by President Muhammadu Buhari.
December 21, 2022, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu announces the completion of the first phase of the Lagos Blue Line Rail.
5 lanes on both sides. Media, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We are making a remarkable history on the final infrastructure completion of yet another historic rail line. The phase 1 of the Blue Line Lagos Mass Transit Corridor. Let me make it clear that today is not the official commissioning. It is the inauguration of the infrastructure completion. You remember that we've had an event where the final construction on the sea crossing, we celebrated it right about a year and a half, about 2 years ago, when we completed the sea crossing at the end, of Marina. You will also remember that we also did a celebration for the final T-beam, in which the global chairman of CCCC came to the country to inspect and to see when we launched the last T-beam, which was about 6-7 months ago. It was at that event that we made a call and we made a commitment that we will finish infrastructure-wise the completion of the Blue Line before the end of 2022. By my last check, today is the 21st day of December in the year 2022. This is a government that has kept its promise, that has kept its word, that have given a commitment, because we're people of integrity. We're people that understand and appreciate that once you give a commitment, nothing must stop you. And I'm indeed happy that today, before the end of the year 2022, we're all here to witness the formal inauguration of the infrastructural completion of the Blue Line.
3 weeks down the line, the Lagos State government takes delivery of 2 new train sets for the routes after being cleared at the port and moved to the National Theatre Station, where they have been fitted on the elevated rail tracks. Lagos is the first sub-national government in Africa to deliver an electrified rail system. And to ensure the safety of residents, the agency in charge, Lamansa, says continuous sensitization will be carried out to ensure nobody is in danger.
It's an electrified track, and the electrification is along the alignment. So it's not the overhead type, it's the one that goes along the rails itself. So what we don't want the citizenry to do is to cross the tracks at any point whatsoever. And to ensure that you don't have to, we have implemented a number of pedestrian bridges at every station that will ensure you can not only cross, and we've also got pedestrian stations in between the stations to ensure you can cross not only into our stations but also across the Lagos-Badagry Expressway. So that's the one thing. And then along the safety of our passengers, we have a number of security gadgets that we've put on. We have CCTV within the trains itself, on the platforms, along the alignment. We are working with the police and the neighborhood watch and all sorts of security agencies to ensure the safety of the passengers as they travel. So there are things that we are putting in place. There's a lot of security infrastructure that we're putting in place to ensure the safety of our people. We've got every other means for you to cross the road without having to cross the rail. We have completely fenced along the whole alignment of that railway alignment. There's fencing there. We will have a number of signage along the alignment. We are continuing now to do advocacy, to explain to the people, don't cross because it's dangerous. We're doing a lot of skits with Nollywood actors and actresses that will help us send the message so that the people can get it. all of the messages that we're putting it out in various languages, in Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, English, and even Egu. We've done that. We've done some French translations as well for neighbors who are not resident here, so that everybody can understand. And we intend to keep doing that time and time and time again over time, so that until we get used to it, until the people are comfortable with this system, we will always continue to make those announcements and to make those advocacies. For us, the way to power an electric powered train would be, technically, you use the grid. But we know how epileptic our grid has been. So what we've done, we have 2 sources of power coming from the grid. We're working with EcoDisco. But beyond that, we have an IPP that's been built solely for this. That IPP, between that IPP and the grid, we have a UPS system that ensures that as I move from one type of source to another, you can't feel it. So it is instantaneous. In that way, wherever you are, when you are moving in the train, you will not notice if there is a change in power. So we have catered to that, and we're very confident about what we have.
The Blue Line is one of the 7 Lagos Metro rail lines spanning from Marina to Okokomaiko, with the first phase covering 13.2 kilometers, linking Marina to Mile 2. It also has a capacity to move 250,000 passengers daily.